Hello, artists. Today we're going to be working with the illusion of depth, drawing a hallway with some mural art on the walls and ceiling, and a path at the bottom. To do this, we need to start by drawing a rectangle in the middle of our artwork, our working area right here. Now, I've got my marker set to kind of large, kind of small actually, with a black line. Let's go ahead, do our rectangle. We want this rectangle to kind of look like a door, so we want it skinny and tall. Now, to add in the illusion of depth, we're just going to use diagonal lines from the corners of the door to the corners of our working area. Going up to each corner of our working area to create the illusion that our lines look like they're going down a hallway. Now, for the bottom, we can add in some tiles, we can add in a pathway, or like the teacher example, we could also add some art to it. But for this, I'm just going to keep it simple and add some lines. Now, if it's a little messy, that is okay, but I'm going to do my best to get these lines nice and straight. For the art on the hallways, we're going to be using some work similar to that of the story, the Matthew's dream story that we watched and listened to. To do this, what we need to do is two lines that go from the side to the side of the door here, and a shape. I'm actually going to go ahead and go to my smaller version and do some lines that go in toward the doorway. Lines that go in toward the doorway. And then a shape. Let's do a triangle for this one. Ooh, it's a bit messy, but that is okay. Let's do some lines that go in toward the, well, from the top to the doorway. In toward the doorway. And a shape. How about for this one we do just a rectangle? And then finish it off with some lines that go in toward the, oh, nope. We want to go down to black. We'll go from the doorway out to the side then. Lines that go out to the side. Lines that go out to the side. Now, remember these diagonal lines. These are the keys to our project, the keys to that depth. These diagonal lines make it look like we're looking down through, looking past, down a hallway. And then finish off with a shape. It's kind of like a robot circle. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 septagon, I believe, is what a 7-sided shape like this is called. Now, we're going to add some color using our highlighter tool. There is a challenge to this. If you look at the art example, the teacher example, what I did was I did some color combining. I would draw in some different colors. Let's go ahead and do yellow up here. Let's do red over here. I would use some primary colors on the outside, and in the middle, I would do their secondary color. Yellow and red make orange. And then, it's a little messy, but that's okay. I'm going quick for this tutorial. Remember, these step-by-steps can be done on paper and pencil, but I want to use Seesaw to show you guys that this can be used. It's a good tool that you can use, and I'm not using anything fancy like a mouse. I'm using a pretty trackpad and everything like that. Let's go ahead and how about we do blue and yellow over here to make green for our middle. Again, please take your time to add those colors when you're all done drawing in. Remember, starting with the rectangle, then going from the corners of the rectangle to the corners of the working area with diagonal lines. You want them to be as straight as you can make them for those diagonal lines. And then finishing off, we need purple, so red and blue. Red up here, blue down here, and purple in the middle. Now, this is just a challenge if you'd like, but as best as we can, we're going to do some awesome colors and decorations. Maybe we want to show where our hallway's going, like in the question, but adding just some colors to the hallways, these murals, making them colorful, even adding some designs to our floor here would be awesome. Now, when you're all set with your drawing, that rectangle with the lines going diagonally to add in that depth, that idea of depth. This is called perspective, but it's not technically the skill of perspective. This is kind of an introduction to it. We'll be working on something a little more complicated next. But for now, we're just doing this perspective here to show depth. This rectangle with these diagonal lines that go to the corners of our page. And when you're all set with your coloring, I'd add a little bit more color to the ceiling, to the walls, and maybe even some color on the floor. When you're done with your coloring, please answer the art questions. Where is your hallway going? I think my hallway is going outside. And what is your favorite part of your hallway? You know, I really like how this purple triangle came out. So I think my favorite part is going to be that red, blue, and purple triangle. Can't wait to see the amazing drawings that you make, art friends. Hope you have a great day.